Tekken 8's Eddie Gordo patch is an absolute disaster. Oh no. Dude, Eddie Gordo is legit. Has been a huge part and a big, you know, there are a lot of fans of Eddie too. Well, the Tekken team has created an absolute banger of a fighting game. The latest patch is troubling. Eddie Gordo has been released for Tekken 8, the game's first DLC character, and an age-old fan favorite. Players new and old have flocked to the game to try out the fighter and see what's come to the game in the associated patch. However, his arrival was marred by serious issues that have tarred the game's generally glowing perception. So the most egregious issue right now is, so perhaps the best addition in Tekken 8 is its replay tool. Allows you to go back into real matches and practice actual situations you've run into online. It's brilliant, allowing you to take the reins and drill punishes as the game highlights crucial improvement points for you. It's probably the best training and new player-oriented tool added to the series in recent memory, in my opinion. That's really dope. With the release of Eddie Gordo, replays featuring the new character can't be accessed by those who haven't bought him first. Oh! This means that one of Tekken's best features will be partially locked for those who haven't coughed up the cash for post-launch DLC. For now, it's not a huge problem. One character out of dozens is a drop in the bucket. It'll only get worse as the game's roster expands in the coming months. This is bad. This is bad. This means that you can't train against Eddie unless you buy Eddie. It's also gross. It means that DLC characters are effectively harder to practice against than the base roster. Exactly. Creating an actual substantive disadvantage to those out there with the gall to only buy the base game and expect access to all its features. If it were locking you out of playing Eddie in this replay tool, there'd at least be a devil's advocate argument to be made, but not even being able to play your own character in your own replays is nasty. Then there are genuinely baffling changes to fights in Tekken 8. The latest Tekken 8 patch has totally changed the wall split state. This state refers to when a fighter is hit into a wall and has unique properties and consequences that are crucial for all levels of play. Here's a simple example. Characters like Dragunov have wall splat attacks that can only be performed if the opponent is in a wall splat state. It goes way deeper than that, but that's a basic application. With the latest patch, combos and moves that should result in a wall splat state no longer do. The hitbox of characters with their backs to the wall has been changed, resulting in certain attacks and strings whiffing altogether. It's understood that certain characters were able to truly excel by the wall, but game-wide changes to the system have done little but befuddle those invested in the game. Problem child Jayu's low stance, which was meant to be nerfed, is still dodging certain attacks it frankly shouldn't. In addition, specific characters' backdashes are way shorter than intended, acting as a hard movement nerf in a game where movement is everything. This all, of course, comes roughly a month before EVO Japan. As the game's first real premier competitive event, sudden adjustments like this must be worrying to the highest echelon of player. Yeah. To the Tekken 8 team's credit, it has addressed some of these issues and have expressed the intent to work on a fix, but it's a bizarre fumble. The game is laden with a wave of microtransactions that, while undoubtedly being handled by a separate team, to those who test the gameplay patches, raise questions about where resources are being invested. It's not a good look, dude. It's not a good look. Yo, how often do we have to talk about these scummy things that are happening with the gatekeeping of content? Yo, random emote time, by the way. Pipe or Keck W laugh, yo. Bro, gatekeeping content like we see here, or just, you know, developing in-game mechanics that make you feel, you know, like you're going to have a better quality of life playing a game like Dragon's Dogma 2 by buying into the microtransactions. It's all nasty. It's disgusting. It's getting worse and worse and worse. Nice, Ferret. Monka, dude. Nice reject. So, this is a terrible thing to hear and see for the fans of Tekken. We're getting railroaded, dude. We are getting, I mean, just completely railroaded by these corporations in the industry. It's getting, I mean, dude, I see it coming. As bad as it is now, strap in, dude. It's about to get gross.